the foundation of any credible education system. When compromised, the ripple effects extend beyond the classroom. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has revealed that more than 15,000 candidates forged their admission letters to facilitate mobilization for the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC. The registrar of the board, Professor Ishaku, said those involved are being prosecuted for alleged forgery. Professor Olede also disclosed that 17 deputy vice-chancellors, several deputy registrars and 4 JAMB members of staff are in custody of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, over similar allegations. I mean, 15,000 forged admission letters. How did we get there?
Thanks to JAMB's internal auditing and the cross-verification of records. Without that, we wouldn't have been able to discover this huge number. And if you look at that number, 2004, JAMB mobilized, NYSC mobilized 103,000. So, Nigerians. So, 15,000 is far more than 10% of that figure. So, you can imagine that level of criminality.
Exactly.
And I actually believe this has been going on for a long time.
Yes.
But maybe for the first time, we are now, looking at this area to find out, the crime being committed by. There's no way people will just wake up to do this kind of thing without internal collaborators. So you can't just wake up, drive the letter, and I believe the crime going on in NYSC goes beyond what we're discussing here. I know there are some people that they will collect the NYSC form, the letter, go to their place of primary assignment. They won't go there for 1 year. They will just go there and sign and bribe some officials. Some people are in overseas, but the records show that they are doing their service in Nigeria. So there should be more synergy between the academic institutions and NYSC. There should be constant tracking right from first year to final year, so that when people graduate, when you are, it's only when you graduate and you pass through the normal process that you'll be able to go for NYSC. Because what these guys have done now is that they just want to go and collect government salary, and some will be denied that opportunity because the NYSC is in batches. So we are going to have our 15,000 people that are. So I think there is a network, a cartel that specializes in recruiting people for this kind of. So it's good to break that cartel and hold people that are responsible. Hold them accountable.
All right, we need to go on another break. When we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away.
Progress no dey happen just like that. It dey come from support when you need am.
Mommy, I got the school fees. You too much.
Na money point o.
Money point, thank you.
Customer, na transfer abi? Confirm.
Bro, na transfer.
Na money point oga. Oh, na confirm.
Progress na peace of mind when you know say payment go land as Sure Banker. Progress na small wind where they carry person go far.
No worry, yourself go make am. Mo go buy ball.
Victor, even you they use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money point, made for your progress.
Wires and cable. Great quality. Now with the new look.
You're welcome back. BKO, 17 deputy vice chancellors, several deputy registrars, 4 JAMB members of staff. They are in custody. Let's talk accountability now. I mean, there need to be strong measures towards this.
You know, even from at the level of UTME itself, at the point when you take the examination, so many candidates are trying their best to cheat the system. 80 candidates were arrested, you know, this year, trying to commit identity fraud, substitute themselves, you know, more like somebody doing an exam for you, biometric fraud, all kinds of things were done, especially in collusion with the people who run some CBT centers. But JAMB continues to impress by its vigilance. All of the steps that these people are taking using artificial intelligence are being exposed. But coming to, and I like the fact that JAMB is even exposing states. In terms of electoral fraud, as it relates to the last UTME, Anambra came first in Nigeria, followed by Lagos, in that order. So JAMB identified the states where a lot of these fraudulent acts took place in the course of the examination. But this particular issue that we are talking about, there is what is called the Central Admissions Processing System, CAPS. No student can be eligible for National Youth Service unless your admission passed through that CAPS. CAPS was instituted in 2017 to help clean up the system, because many people who are not even students, they end up doing youth service because people go to pay. They pay agents who help them to get mobilized for youth service. Some had done youth service before, but because they have no job to do, they still remain unemployed. They find a way to go back here, because whether we like it or not, it's still income for them.
And now they've increased it to 70.
So rather than sit at home and just waiting for resources to come from nowhere, they would rather go and do youth service again. You know, so what JAMB has done is to identify illegal admissions. So if you are a student and you accepted an admission that didn't pass through the CAPS, then you risk, even after your course of study, you risk not being mobilized for National Youth Service, because that is the system that JAMB has put in place to ensure that, okay, everything is verified. And
do you think there should be internal agency collaboration between NYSC, JAMB, NUC as well?
No, there is collaboration with institutions, with VC. There's hardly anything that JAMB does that doesn't get the VCs involved.
Okay.
Yes, even at every step of the way, you see that those VCs are involved. And even when they had their glitch, they had to call education stakeholders, including VCs, and they then asked, okay, what do we do? Which led to the decision to have the people affected by the glitches, retake their papers. If not, only God knows what will happen. Maybe many of those students will have committed suicide. and some of the brightest students in our country were affected. Even the girl who scored 270, this girl that the student of a brighter side.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Do you know that she was affected by that glitch? She had to do it again.
She had to do it again.
And then scored 270, one of the best 10 in the country. So you can imagine if JAMB did not provide that opportunity.
To retake the exam, she would have just...
she would have lost that opportunity.
Exactly.
As, Camilla.
Yes. I mean, in rounding off this conversation, your passing thoughts.
Well, we are talking about corruption, which has also crept into the knowledge zone, which is not a very good thing for this country, and that we are having education without character. And it tells you the depth of, how corruption has eaten into the fabric of our country. Even these days where you send children on an errand, they are expecting you to give them money. So
they would even return change.
Corruption has become a way of life. And I hope that the government will do something, just like we were talking about terrorism, and they will not wait until they start getting tools from outside to deal with corruption, that they will act now. If not, corruption will lead to all sorts of things.
How about tougher penalties for the perpetrators?
Yes, less 15,000 now. In other countries, there will be steeper penalty.
Yes.
We have mentioned some VCs who are being investigated. It shouldn't be a secret thing. If a tomato seller, sees something and then you show his picture and all that, then because you are VC does not mean that your name should not be in print.
Exactly.
You need to know those people.
You cannot unilaterally give people admission.
Yes.
You must pass through JAMB, you must pass through CAPS,
Exactly.
so that everybody can see
apart
that.
from this, when people want to gain admission, the VC has its own slot. Ministers have their own slot.
Yes.
Children of poor who are from vulnerable homes don't have opportunity.
Absolutely.
The thing is hijacked, especially for special courses like law, medicine, and all that.
All right, gentlemen, Adewale, thank you so much for doing this with us. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. BKO, it's good to have you back in Lagos. Thank you so much for doing this with us.